Why did you click on this video? There's only one or two reasons that you're watching this right now. Either A, you saw the thumbnail, you thought, hey, that's interesting. What's this guy talking about? I'm not ugly. I'll click on it, but let's see what this guy has to say. Or B, you have a low self-esteem. It's only one of those two. I genuinely don't believe that ugliness is a trait that you have if you're watching this, because it's not a trait. Ugly is not a trait. It is a state. And I'll prove it to you right now, okay? Ugly is not a trait. It is a state. And that is the main theme of today's topic, today's discussion. Ugly is not a trait. It is a state. Here's my proof. Ladies, think of a man. Think of the ugliest man possible. Not even someone that you might have seen. Just invent a man. 0 to 10, the ugliest man you've ever seen, okay? Picture it in your mind. No, seriously, picture it in your mind. Let's say this man started going to the gym. Okay, he got in physical shape, worked out 6 days a week, committed to that, right? Now let's say he started reading 2 books a month. He started educating himself, better vocabulary, upgrading his communication skills, all this stuff. Now let's say he started working harder at his job, got a promotion, maybe started a business, he's making more money now. Maybe he fixed his hygiene, maybe he used to smell like trash, gets some cologne, showers every day, shaves properly, all this stuff. Let's say he was more polite, he was kinder to the people around him, smiled often, all this type of stuff. I just took your 0 out of 10 man, and in 30 seconds, from all things that you can put into action yourself, okay? I didn't say anything about genetics. I wasn't talking about any of that. I literally said a few things that you can change about yourself, that man could have changed about himself, that made him more attractive. Now in your mind, you're thinking of a completely different person. I told you to keep the same guy. He just transformed himself into a much better version, okay? And that goes into another thing that a lot of people say when I am promoting, self-improvement, when I talk to people about this. They say, I'm not trying to be fake. I'm trying to be myself, That's the best advice, to be yourself. And I'm not saying to not be yourself. Always be yourself. But there is a better version of you that exists. If someone was addicted to drugs, you would not tell them, just be yourself, man. Stay on the cocaine. That's you. No, man. No, that's not how that works. Ugly is a state, not a trait. And this is not a body positivity video. Body positivity basically says everyone's beautiful, whereas I'm saying that some people are attractive, some people are unattractive, but that moves on a time scale. All right, that can change. It is literally a state that you're in. Attractive or unattractive, you understand? If you don't believe me, Kendall Jenner, prettiest model in the world, Kendall Jenner. If Kendall Jenner started taking meth for 3 months, I guarantee you, after time has passed, 3 months have passed, she will not be considered the prettiest model in the world anymore. So it is a state that people are in. And psychology has already told us that it pays to be physically attractive, whether it's shorter prison sentences or attractive people having better social skills because people want to come up to them and talk to them more so they get the chance to practice those skills more often. There are many benefits. So I'm going to break down the 3 main factors that it takes to be physically attractive, because there are 3 things that go into it all. Purely physical attractiveness, right? Number 1, health. Okay, health is paramount. It is the first thing that you should be worried about or considering if you're trying to get more physically attractive, okay? This is not an easy thing to do, okay? I used to be a skinny bitch. Maybe you want to lose weight. Whatever your goal is, start small, okay? It's going to take time. You're going to have to build it up, but you have to stay consistent with it. That's the main thing. It doesn't matter what you do. You want to start playing a sport, okay? Get in intramurals. You want to start going to the gym. You want to go on jogs with your friends around the city, whatever it is. Build your way up, okay? What I did was that in the month of September, I told myself that I was going to do 20 push-ups plus the day of the month. So on the first, I do 21. Second, I do 22 in a row. Third, I do 23 in a row. And I progress like that more and more every day. Another thing you need to check yourself of, watch out for, is criticizing or pretending to hate on productive things that you internally know are good for you. I knew a guy who every time we'd walk to class, he would make fun of the city runners, like the people that go around Queen's Park just like running the track, right? And just like nitpicky bullshit, making fun of their shoes, the color of the shorts they're wearing, just like useless negativity, right? Just like there was no need to say that. A few months later, he's out there, tied his shoes up, got some nice shorts. He's running the track with the rest of them because he wanted to be a runner like that. He wanted to be able to do these laps, and he didn't want to confront that fact that he couldn't. So then he was out there training. This happens to all of us. I've done this too with networking. I used to trash networking. I'm like, no, I make my connections my own way, works for me. But it was honestly just because I was trash at networking. I just couldn't do it. So you have to really think to yourself and be honest. Are you not going to the gym? Are you trashing people who work out because you really know it's good for you? You just don't want to do it. Like I did with networking, because networking is extremely important. I sucked. To make myself feel better, I would say, no, it's not important. You don't need a network. I have my own way. Is that you? If so, you have to confront that. I will say, though, to start working out, to start exercising, you should do it more days than not. I do recommend at least 4 days out of the week. I'll tell you why. I used to work at Home Hardware. When I was in high school, I worked at Home Hardware in the yard, 8 hours a day loading wood planks into trucks. And when I started out, I was only working 2 shifts a week. And I dreaded going to work, right? Because the mindset was like, oh, I work today. Got to lift heavy shit. But at my job now, I'm working 6 days a week. The mindset shifts from not looking forward to those 2 days of work every week to looking forward to my day off, right? Because I'm working 6 days a week. That's life. And I look forward to Sundays when I get to, spend time with family and all that stuff. Same for working out. You want to look forward to your rest days. If working out is hard for you, you want to look forward to your rest days. Work out more days than not. Another great thing about going to the gym is that as soon as you step in there, you take a quick look around, you realize that there are a bunch of people in better shape than you. Now, I know this can be a little unsettling for some people, but you should look at it in a motivating way. When you walk in a gold ring, you look around and just the average person is more attractive than the average U of T student. Like when you walk to your class, it's not like you're out here looking at a bunch of like extremely good looking people, it's just like the average student. But when you go to the gym, for some reason, it's like, where are all these people hiding at? Like I never see them around class. They're in the gym taking care of their health. Okay, so it's number 1, get healthy. Number 2, second tip, hygiene. I don't know who needs to hear this. Okay, if you're watching this, you're probably a teenager or a young adult. If you need me sitting here, VOV podcast on a Sunday night to tell you to get better hygiene, bro, I don't know. I'm not even gonna talk too much about this. Like shower, brush your teeth. Like, I'm not your mom. Just like take care of that. Hygiene should be just like you should have that taken care of. So don't smell like shit. Number 3 is style. Now style, this is a new one. I left this for last because I can't speak too much on this. My style isn't incredible. I don't know much about fashion and all this stuff. I've had 2 girlfriends. Both of them have told me that my style is trash. To educate both of us here, I need some help on it too. I'm going to bring in my younger brother, Troy. He seems to be getting into fashion recently. He's got a chain that he wears from time to time, some Jordans. Since he is definitely more qualified to speak on this, I'm going to bring my brother Troy in.
All right. So, I hear a lot of people asking, how do you become a fashion icon such as myself, right? And there's just a few simple steps, and I will give you that rundown right now. Step 1, you're going to pick some nice basic colors such as white and black, right? They contrast each other nice, and it's a good design. But you can't be too subtle. You want people to notice you, So that's where you go with the bright green swimsuit trunks, all right? Now, those will really be a statement piece with the fit. Next, we're going to go with accessories. Lots of these people are wearing these chains. You see them everywhere, right? That's not what you want to go with, right? A medal is what you go with. It's a subtle flex, but at the same time, it gets a job done. Headpiece. Don't wear a baseball hat. That's basic. I go with my own hunted fur, all right? I went out this morning, I think it was, maybe last night. Can't really remember. It was pretty wild. And I hunted this bear down, all right? Made a beautiful headpiece for this outfit. Next, I have a tough time picking which socks and maybe a different bracelet or something I want to wear. So what better way than to pick both of them at the same time? All right, one of each sock, another statement piece to the outfit. Size doesn't matter. They always say it. I never really understood it. But size doesn't matter when it comes to the fashion industry. This shirt might be a little small on me, but guess what? People will notice that. That's what you want. Recognition. I'm out.
So I just told you the 3 things that make someone more physically attractive. Health, number 1. Get on top of that. It's hard, but it's necessary. What can I say? Thank you for watching. If you got any value out of this, consider subscribing. Like the video if it deserved it. Follow on Instagram at Voices of Vic, TikTok at Voices of Vic, and you can check out the podcast on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. We're getting into summer here. I'm going to be rolling out more of these types of videos. Podcasts are going to take a bit of a break. We're not in school anymore. Can't talk to the Vic students as I'd love to do, but we still have plenty of content this summer to punch out, and it's going to be fun. So hope you have a great summer, and we'll see you next Sunday. Peace out.